And the millions watching around the world.
Yes, welcome back to In the Red Corner podcast with me, Ross. I hope everyone's well this evening. Tonight, I am joined by Harley and Carla, the BKFC ring girls, BKFC boss women, models, influencers, boxers. The list goes on. Multi-talented. Really pleased that they came on. Happy to have them. Let's just bring them in, shall we? Harley and Carla, how are you doing?
Hello, loved that intro. Thank you very much. Not much to live up to. But...
We'll try again, Carla. We tried to do this a few weeks ago, didn't we? And unfortunately, it didn't work. And
because of you and nothing to do.
Oh yeah, just stick it all on my toes. Yeah, I'll take one for the team. Yeah, it was all my fault.
I owe you one.
How you been? What's been going on? It's been a minute since the last show. It's taken forever to get to the next show. But it's 6.5 weeks away. Are you excited to be back?
Very excited.
Super excited.
It's like our social events of the year.
Gathering.
Yeah, so we just literally sit here waiting to come back. I can't remember when the marathon was. Was it November?
November, yeah. End of November.
But to be fair, it's not even that long ago, but I feel like it's been forever.
I know, I can't wait for it all to be happening. All the cards been announced and the card looks amazing. You guys get the best seat in the house, sat at ringside as well, which I'm jealous about.
Sometimes it's a worse seat because we get
covered in blood
and stuff. But it's a small price to pay for the best.
Yeah, I suppose there is an unglamorous side to it all, isn't there, when that kind of thing happens?
But the cards are good for shield.
Yeah, shield.
Just using the cards as a shield. Carla, you've been in Misfits and things like that. You've been training hard. You're in camp at the moment for an unknown opponent as of yet.
Yeah, and we're not going to say anything else because I've got to brief you not to say anything. So I'm glad I got that in. But yeah, training hard. Haven't got an opponent to share with you guys yet, but I'm very excited. Just can't wait. I think they're all scared, maybe. They're all hiding.
There you are, looking all trim at training.
Oh, yeah.
Classic pose.
I'm getting bigger, but paler. What's happening?
Harley, you spent a lot of last year. Harley, you spent a lot of last year in Thailand, Bang Tao. What a great gym.
Unbelievable gym. Amazing facility. Some amazing trainers. Hard worker, 35 degrees, no aircon.
Yeah,
it's heavy.
Yeah. I had a friend that went out there. She was training for the amateur MMA that was happening in Serbia. IMAF, I think it's called. But she used the Bang Tao facilities and said it was unbelievable as well.
Unbelievable. They've just extended it all as well. They were doing work on there when I was there. It's massive. It's absolutely unbelievable. Great place to train. Amazing trainers. It's good stuff.
Are you missing Thailand? Looks like you're, according to your Instagram, you're ready to book somewhere else to go to, get some warm weather.
I just hate the UK. It's bad vibes.
Cold.
Yeah.
Have you got a destination yet then, or?
I've got a few places on the list this year. I want to go to America as well, see what America's about. So, yeah.
Good times. Big place. It's a big place. It's not all warm either.
America's a bit of a mad place.
No, I went to Chicago once on a stopover, and it was just, no offense to anyone from Chicago.
I don't think anyone from Chicago will be watching. I think we'll be fine.
It's horrible. It's literally it's like a horrible musky city, but really quite cold. And there was a horrible storm. So then I got stuck there for a long time. So I do resent Chicago quite a bit. That was
Never going back there.
Yeah, I'll never come back ever. And it was really weird. They wouldn't let me sleep in the airport. You know, like the benches and stuff. Every time I laid out, because I was there for 12 hours. And I was like, I'm not going to leave the airport. I just want to get on my flight. And then there was storms. So I was like, I don't know if the flight's going to come back, blah, blah, blah. And every time I laid down and went to sleep, someone would literally come and tap me and wake me up and be like, you can't do that here. Like, you can't sleep. You can't stop. Yeah, it's a security thing. Like, I was like, okay. I just remember it being the saddest 12 hours of my life. I pop it all off. Then I went to this little calf thing and wanted some chips. So I was like, oh, can I just get like a bowl of chips? And she's like, yeah. And obviously brings me out a bowl of fucking crisps. Yeah, because you're in America. And I was so upset. And then I just couldn't be bothered to like correct her. I just thought, who the hell? It was so big. I thought, who would want like a massive bowl of crisps? She's like, anything with it? I was like, yeah, just ketchup, please. So, Viva Chicago. Yeah.
Harls, you've kind of teased maybe having a little go at the boxing or something like that. Is that something that's still on the cards for you, 2024?
I would like to have a go. I would like to, I'd like to fight. It's on my list, but I've got a very busy year, lots lined up, so we'll see where that.
I have this like dream of like, oh, we'll train together. It'll be like, and then we're both like, do we have time?
We know what, yeah, we say it all the time. Like we plan it all the time. Yeah, let's train together. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
Literally.
Would that be in Misfits? Do you think, or?
I'm just happy to fight anywhere, but like I'd want big money.
Yeah, that's
it. Has to be it's the money.
I feel like we should just take over Misfits. I think.
Yeah,
we'll be in the finesse division.
You were at the last Misfits show. There's the pair of you there, and it looked like an absolute blast.
Can I just add, we didn't even match our outfits on purpose there.
Yeah, that was fluke, literally.
Yeah, sheer coincidence because we're so well connected. No, but yeah, it was so much fun. It was a really good night. Some nice KOs. I think Ed flew out the ring onto the judges' table.
Yeah, we met some good people. It was a good night.
Yeah, and there was lots of people there as well. I think there's one good thing about Misfits is like the entertainment. That's why I like BKFC as well, because sometimes like traditional boxing and MMA and stuff, it gets a bit, no offense, but it gets a bit boring. You know, it's all very serious. So sometimes the weigh-ins, the presses, they aren't like crazy fun. But I feel like BKFC is all just no matter what, it's always mental.
Always mental.
Yeah, and then because Misfits is like the influencer YouTube creators and stuff, there's always like crazy stuff going on. So
it's a good place to work. It's good stuff.
BKFC card. What do you think of the card? Have you seen it at all? Have you seen which fights are on?
Good.
Very good.
All the title fights as well.
Yeah. European title fights. I've got James Lilly on at 9 o'clock tonight as well. So
honestly, good.
Yeah, Franco Tonelli. It's going to be a tough old night for them both, I would say.
It's going to be a tough all night all round, I think. Like the card's unbelievable. I think, to be honest, it's one of the best one they've put together so far.
And I think everyone's just like raring to go as well.
Yeah,
so
first show of the year. 100%.
And I think they've like a lot of time to train as well and things like that. So
it's been a minute since you were at as a ring girl there, Harls, wasn't it? It's been what, a year or something?
I haven't done it since the last show I did was Newcastle.
Yeah, you must be itching to get back to it.
Dying to get back to it.
Yeah, she was too busy living her best life in Thailand.
Eating great food and trying the local delicacies.
Such a hard life.
We all live in a dream.
We all sitting in the arena like that, looking at her phone, like, oh, Harley's having a nice time.
Yeah, like you say, I think this is the best card they've done so far, isn't it? And obviously, it's closer to home for you as well. Been down south, you both live London way.
exactly. Although I do love it up north, the atmosphere is really good,
much better.
Yeah,
100%.
it's one where I'm like, other shows I'm usually like, oh, bring it, down here. But to be fair, I think that's like its little home up north. So I think keep it there and do more down here as well. So I think that's what it's very sort of like Leeds, Milton Keynes,
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Yeah, I mean the last one, Crystal Palace. There was a little scuffle at the end. We were talking about, wasn't there?
Yeah. Seen a fair few scuffles at Crystal Palace though, so I think it's
I think it's
not our lovely BKFC fighters or crowd. So I don't want to hear any bad words.
I think Crystal Palace is a place. It's south of the river.
It is. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Finesse Ring Girls. Obviously, Carl, it's your company. You started it. It's your baby. It's grown into something
getting big.
Yeah, it's grown into something massive, hasn't it? And you know, you're all over the place, different companies, PFL and BKFC, traveling all around. It must be amazing feeling.
It is, and I forget how sort of like much we've got going on and stuff, because obviously it sort of dies down a bit over Christmas, January. We don't tend to do many shows, and then it's like February. It's like whoa, and I feel like every year it's like it gets closer. We have like less of a break, and there's just more and more shows. So yeah, just absolutely loving it, loving with the girls, because I'm busy enough with the boxing as well. Literally, the show's the only time I get to see them, so I'm like getting my group of like besties, have a nice time, especially when we've got the weigh-ins and stuff, because it's like a whole week we get with each other. So I just can't wait to be back.
No, not too long. You've been doing a little bit of presenting as well. I seen was it Gunman Boxing you were doing it with?
Yeah, do you know what? I just can't stop talking ever. So I was like, how can I? Because when I done my interviews for Misfits, my management was in the background like, wrap it up. But the poor guy, you'll probably learn today. Like, and you're just like, and another thing. So I was like, yeah, might as well. It was a great night as well. It's like DKM boxing. They do like the influencer stuff as well. So it's like I'd say like a little stepping stone to Misfits, I suppose. They had a lot of sort of like crossover people. A lot of the Misfits people were there, to be fair. AJ was there. Who else did we have? That DGT. Everyone was calling out that Harrison HS Tiki Toki guy. No one likes him, apparently. Every time I turned my mic to someone, they were like, "Hey, Jess Tiki, I want you." I don't know if he's got a lot of clout at the minute. Maybe that's it. But I'm calling him out. But yeah, it was fun. Done a bit of like commentary as well over the fights. I'm sure everyone give me their feedback and let me know how I was at that. At one point, I was like, "Can I make a really girly comment? This girl's short with the glitter, really nice and loving it." The boys at home like, "Oh God, she loves sports. This is why we hate you." But yeah, it was 99% boxing focus, and then I got my 1%. Oh, she's got nice nails.
Is that something you're interested in as well, then, Harls? Would you be like to do presenting of some sort?
Do you know what it is? I generally like I was really nervous about doing this tonight. It's the first podcast I've ever done, because my job is sort of like behind the camera but saying nothing. Like, this is all quite new to me, but it's definitely something that I want to like progress in and work harder with this year. 100%. Yeah, the thought of standing with a microphone and talking to people freaks me out. I can't lie.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something I want the girls doing a lot more of this year as well. So we shall be taking over that as well
as everything else.
And I feel like as well, we do so much stuff. We do so much like fun things. Like, we've got so much to say all the time. I'm like, we might as well.
Like we do the other side of stuff as well. Like we went to Malta, didn't we? We went to Malta a couple of years ago. That was fun.
Yeah, for like an expo. Yeah, I feel like we've done so much.
We have done so much.
I just have a camera full of like, I record absolutely everything. And everyone's like, "Why are you recording so much? You never edit." Like, never edit anything. But I've literally got the whole
walking around with their vlogs.
My worst habit is I will sit and record the fights, the entire fight. And Hannah, the ring girl, she went to me one night, she's like, "All right, Sky Sports." Are you on commission? Why are you filming the entire?
He's always looked like you're having a really good time when you're there, you know, when you're all together and things, and before the show. And
so fun. We just love it.
We do.
We just absolutely love it.
We have a scream always.
And what's that song?
Sweet Caroline.
Every time that song comes on, it's like we've never heard the song before. It's the first time. We're like, oh my god! Like we can't just go on YouTube and just play it. And we're so excited. No one gets their phones out.
The amount of videos on my phone I haven't found. I could
Literally, we're like, we need another clip of us singing.
it's a crowd pleaser, isn't it?
No, it is. It's like I remember the last one. Like they was going wild. That is so fun though. And it's when you point the camera at anyone,
everyone's like
just crazy stuff. We love it.
You've got the Finesse podcast, which is kind of sitting there ready to kind of do something with when you've got the time, when time allows. But
so I think literally this fight, and then the plan is I'm going to keep fighting, but start doing everything else. I said we've just gone back to work. Just want to be doing more like interviews, the podcast, like a weekly one, have some guests on, like us talking about ourselves. But just it's all ready. It's looking all pretty. I've got it all set up, which is always the way with me. I'm like, right, everything's ready. And then when I've got some time. But no, I can't wait for that to be honest. And it's something as well because I want to do it properly, and I've spent a lot of time and money like getting it already. I want it to be consistent, be proper. Us have all our guests lined up and everything like that. Proper like production, editing and things. Because again, it's like I know I'll be like, I'm going to do this and that, and then nothing will ever be done. So just want to get it done all properly, and
that'd be great practice for, like you were saying, for getting the other girls onto talk behind a mic and things like that, and talk to people and ask questions.
Yeah, no, for sure, exactly. And it's like Harley said, it's one thing being at the events and talking to people, like performing on camera and having to remember certain things. Like it's a whole different ball game. It's like
I think that's what it is. Like generally, like everyone's good at talking, everyone's good at communicating, but it's the minute you know that a camera is in front of you're like a headlight.
And it's like even at the event when I was interviewing the other day. Like in between things, like I'll forget I'll have the microphone and you're just having a chat with someone and you're like, oh god, and I'm like, oh look at that guy's butt crack, like, or whatever I might say. And you're like, oh crack my camera. Have you seen Michael Bisping on the UFC the other day?
Yeah.
He was like, well, that was gay. So it's things like that, like you don't realise, like even just holding the mics under people, like they're talking and I'm still over here with it. But yeah, like you said, just a lot of learning, and good to have the girlies. Like good that we can all be together and do stuff as well, because it's a lot less daunting when we're all in our little gang.
100%. It's or you could just wing it. That's what I do.
As well. It's we just like wing life, really.
Winging our way through life.
But that's that's how I want my podcast to be. I want it to be like natural and just a flowing conversation kind of thing, rather than sticking to a strict,
definitely
questions and things. But I mean, it's always handy to have a few.
Give me a script or like anything like that. I'm like, whoa, yeah. It's like, I can't remember that. It's too much.
What fights are you looking forward to the most on the show?
I think all the title fights. Yeah, but
Christy and Round.
Christy. We do love Christy.
Yeah.
I like the big guys, especially in BKFC, because it just looks all more spectacular. But David Oscar, I really like. Was it the last show?
David Oscar, I think he's been in the last 4, I think.
Oh wow! Yeah,
but his opponent's just changed. His opponent's just changed today as well. It's just been announced that he's got the Irish guy, Conor Cook.
Okay. I know him, but I love him. He's like got such a great sort of like personality. He's really lovely as well. So want to see him fight again.
He's tough as they come, isn't he? He's just got a head like concrete.
Exactly, that's it. And I think is it Fox is fighting again?
Yeah, Gary's fighting.
Yeah, he's
one of the title shot fights.
Yeah, so I think that's
another one is just as game as they are. You don't get any gamer than Foxer. It's just
yeah, and I've been loving the like the build-up things. Adam and BKFC have been doing. So the little sort of like behind the scenes, getting to know them, talking to them and stuff. That's been nice. There's one guy, is he Welsh? Proper character. I'll have to find his name after.
Oh yeah, he was on the Prospects, wasn't he?
Yeah. So I'm hoping to see him on some shows. But people like that, I like the guys like that. But obviously, like people can have a proper tear up as well.
Yeah, I think the sport is just kind of. I mean, there's some great characters in it, like you say, but there's someone that could take it to the next level, like a McGregor of the BKFC UK kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
the
like
same for the females as well. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go on.
No, so I feel like I interrupted. Like Terry, I feel like because it's so new as well. So I think with the UK, like we're really just figuring out everyone's characters, like where everyone is. Because I was literally having a look this week as well, looking at everyone's records, and I'm like, oh, they're all sort of like 2 and 3. And then you think, well, it's so like new, BKFC UK. Like it's exciting to watch it like from the beginning and watch everyone go and develop, and then especially having the prospects as well. It's like even sort of like more. Yeah. It's like the scan photo at the.
Speaking of the prospects, we've got the tryouts as well in Middlesbrough on the 25th of February. You can register at bkfc.com/tryouts. If you've got any troubles trying to register, then give us a shout. I'll try and help you the best I can. But to be able to fight on the biggest organisation in the world, it's what an opportunity that is.
Exactly.
And like the UK scene is growing and growing and growing and growing. Like obviously it started off last year, year before?
Yeah,
no, the year before. Yeah. Like obviously it's become massive.
So, I know, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger as well, the way things are going.
And I think it's definitely just getting recognised more and more. Like people are taking it more seriously, and then the lovely new partners and sponsors. We've got Forged Irish Style. So
yeah.
I think that brings some more eyes to it. Hopefully Connor pops over. That'll be nice.
That'll be good. Big Mick Terrell was with him a couple of weeks ago over in his pub in Dublin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't much like, what is Irish Stout, to be fair? I bet
it's like Guinness.
They like Guinness.
Oh, I do like Guinness. To be fair. My mum used to make a Guinness punch at Christmas.
Have Irish people turning in their graves at that. The thought of
really?
Brilliant. What have you got coming up then, other than Harls? What are you doing? You've got your trying to speak. Yeah. You've got your modelling career going on at the moment. Seem busy with that.
Just keeping busy with that. Shoot quite a lot. I've got big plans this year. I don't really like to say too much because the evil eye is always watching, but just know I've got lots up my sleeve. Yeah.
You've got to manifest it. You've got to put it out there to manifest it.
100%. But no, I'm happy with where I'm at, but lots more to come.
Excellent. I see you're quite into the cold water therapy as well.
Yeah, do you know what? I tried that for the first time when I was in Thailand, and
is it as hard?
Yeah, it's hard.
I've got just overwhelming fear of everything. So I love roller coasters and things, but now I don't know. I feel like I got older and just got really bad anxiety, and I'm just scared of everything now. So now I won't even get on a roller coaster, but it's not because I think it's going to break or anything. I think I'll get so scared that my heart will beat so fast that I'll have a heart attack. I swear this is how I feel. It's not just pick me. Same with the water thing. I just feel knowing my luck as well, I'll get under and then just not be able to breathe.
I think it's sort of mind over matter thing. But the less you think about it, and if you sort of zone in.
Yeah, and see, I overthink. Yeah. So I'd be sitting there it's freezing cold. I'm going to die. Oh my God.
It took me a few goes. I think the longest I did in there was 3 minutes.
Mm.
But the first time I got in there, I was in there probably about 40 seconds, and I was like. But
it is totally mind over matter, isn't it? And like you say, zoning in, concentrating on your breath. It's
breathe. As long as you breathe through it, it's easy. And as well, when you've been training in 35 degrees, it's a bit of a relief to get into it.
It's a bit more sort of less appealing when it's
when you're in England.
In your back garden. Oh, great. We've got a game here.
Well, excellent. Look, I really appreciate you both being on. Thank you very much for your time, and you're welcome in the red corner any time that you want. I look forward to seeing you both down at Milton Keynes, 6th of April, BKFC 60. It's going to be an amazing show.
Thank you.
I look forward to it.
Are you going to have some of the guys on before, like, leading up?
Yeah. I've had a couple of guys on already. I had David Round on the other night. I've got
James is on tonight.
Yeah, James is on tonight, and then just keep going. Jack Draper was on the other day. Ray Puttrell. Yeah, I'll get all the guys on towards as the time goes on. So
I will be watching for sure.
Liar.
No, I always get the info in the goal, and then when we get to the events, I'm like, oh, do you remember when you said that about so and so? And I'll like put them together, like, go on, have a fight. I'm like, he said you're soft. What's going on? I'm like, these guys.
Brilliant. Look, I'll let you get to the rest of your night. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Look forward to seeing you both down there.
Watching round 96.
Appreciate you both. Thank you. I'll speak to you soon.
Yes.
Bye. Harley and Carla, everyone. Amazing. Brilliant to have them on. I look forward to seeing them down there and what they've got going on in the future. The fighting side of things. And look forward to it. Right. Thank you very much for tuning into the red corner. I can't speak for some reason tonight. Come back at 9 o'clock. I'll be on with James Lilly, and then go to my Instagram. You can see who my next guests are going to be over the next few days as well. So thank you very much, and I'll speak to you all soon.